I have Nate Boyer, former Green Beret, right here on the Rich Eisen show. You want to take a phone call? Can we take a phone call here with you?
Sure.
Chris in St. Louis, you're on the Rich Eisen show. Are you there, Chris?
I can guess who this might be.
Yeah, hey, Nate. I'm a big fan of yours, buddy. This is Chris Long from the Rams.
How are you, Chris Long?
Chris Long. I've heard the name.
Dude?
How you doing,
Happy
man?
Veterans Day.
Thank you. Appreciate that, brother.
So Rich told me he wanted me to drop in and we could talk more about Waterboys. And I just listened to everything, and that's how it went, man. It just worked out great. It was like the first day, I guess, that Nate was looking for something to do. I guess a day or two before, I saw that SportsCenter special, and I was really kind of blown away and saw that he had spent time in Africa. And I was like, I don't know how the hell I'm going to get this guy involved, but I got to have him involved. He's got a great energy about him. He's been kicking, major behind for us, raising money, and he's been as good for the Waterboys and better than any of the active NFL players. So
yeah, it's you and your brother Kyle, Chris. We got a list up here: Calais Campbell of the Cardinals, Justin Tuck of the Raiders, Russell Wilson of the Seahawks, Sam Bradford, Brickashaw Ferguson, T.J. Lang, Vontae Davis, Delaney Walker, just to name a few right there.
Yep.
What moved you to call about Nate, Chris?
Well, it was one of those things, man. I watch a lot of SportsCenter. I watch a lot of TV like everybody else, and it was one night we were in training camp, and I got home, and I just kind of sat back and watched Nate's stories. And there's a lot of inspiring stories on TV nowadays, but this one just kind of struck me, and I was like, this dude is just, he's got ambition, you can tell, and the road he took to get to where he is, it was very cool. So and the thing that struck me is that he spent time in Africa. He's spent time in the third world. He understands a lot of these issues like so many vets do, and that's why the tie-in is so powerful. And understanding those issues and seeing them firsthand, it's a powerful tool to have in combating some of these issues. So I didn't know. I tried my buddy David Vabora, who I played with for the Rams, because he's running an adaptive training place down in Dallas that works with a lot of vets. And I said, do you know anything about this guy, Nate Boyer? And he goes, yeah, it's one of my buddies. So we got on the phone, and that was it.
And that's how it all went down.
Yeah, that's how it all went. It was like a three-way text chain.
Yeah.
Text, not sex.
No, I heard the T.
Okay, good.
I heard the T.
Sure.
I heard that. Yeah. So So what?
Oh God.
Yeah, I know, Chris. It's okay.
I'm a little slow today.
No, that's all right. Yeah.
It's a work day, but literally, I called and I go, I don't know what the hell. I don't know how the hell it involved you. I'm not gonna lie. I don't have some proposition, but let's figure this out. And I wanted to see what kind of guy he was on the phone. Just kind of, get an idea of his personality. And he was perfect, man. He's perfect for what we're doing, and he thought of this idea, and it's going to kick ass.
Yeah. Yeah. That's pretty cool stuff. That's pretty cool. Well, Chris, I appreciate you just chiming in. I just wanted to hook you guys up, Nate.
Yeah. Chris, I appreciate that call in.
To St. Louis this weekend to watch the Rams play the Bears.
That's right.
Are you going down there?
I'll be there.
No kidding.
Yep.
So you're going to be down in the...
This will actually be the first time Chris and I meet face to face.
No kidding.
No, we've had a million phone conversations, and I feel like we're BFFs, but
we're BFFs, bro.
There you go.
So we're gonna have Blake there too, and it's gonna be a good weekend. I got injured earlier in the year, so I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but it'll just be good to have him in town and see the Rams play. So and I know St. Louis will love to have him there, and hopefully we'll be able to pump that up a little bit.
So, Chris, I appreciate you calling in, and I know, as you mentioned, you watch a lot of ESPN. I saw it on your Twitter feed, as you know, a few weeks ago. I appreciate you calling in to a show that does not embrace debate in certain ways of shows that you usually watch.
Yeah, well, there's intelligent ways to debate things.
Like,
what we're talking
yeah, there's
about.
no we're not hashtagging anything right now.
Yeah,
We're just chopping it up, Chris. And just remember, there is a remote in that training room. Okay, Chris?
Yeah. I hate pulling the vet card, but I can sit through First Take for a while. I mean, there's some entertainment.
It is Veterans Day, Chris.
Yeah, pull that vet card, Chris.
You've got Nate Boyer's approval. What more do you want? Chris, take care.
All right, take it easy, guys.
See you, brother.
So what does that mean to have a Pro Bowl player like Chris Long want to just pick up the phone and say, hey, I respect what you did, what you've done. Let's hook up.
It's unbelievable. It's awesome, especially that it wasn't just to say, hey man, cool story. It was just like, hey, I want to involve you in something. I would love to bring you on board. And that's, for all veterans, that's what we need. Like, don't get me wrong. We all appreciate thank you for your service.
Sure.
We really do. But when people take that extra step and actually either have an idea or ask us, if we could help them with something, instead of always just trying to, pay for our meal and thank us for our service, which, like I'm saying,
No.
Don't get me wrong.
Nate, I don't think anybody hearing you gets you wrong.
Okay.
I don't think anybody gets you wrong. That, of course, we all, can do the bare minimum, right? The perfunctory, because that is exactly what it is. Pay for a meal, what have you.
Right.
It's what's the next step? It's like what part of their world can you become a part of if that's something that you're interested in?
Absolutely, because we're just people too.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I mean?
All
we come
passionate.
back and we're always going to have that piece of us. We're always going to be different than everybody else in that way. But it's a positive different, And but I mean, when we come back, we want to just be Americans again and be part of society
Sure.
and contribute. And we obviously have different outside the box thinking and all that kind of stuff. But that's exactly the point.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern. On Audience.